pulling the stuff
They
out.
were not troubled at all by getting in there, putting their hands right inside Teddy Bear's head to see what else was inside. Like, no, the brain, that's all that was in there. Look at this! Wow, it's so disgusting. But in a very...
But you're not just doing parties, you're going into schools as well.
That's the plan. We're not there yet. This is a brand new kind of venture for us.
All right, okay.
We spent the past sort of 6-7 months now putting together our workshops, birthday parties, and just sort of coming up with the ideas and looking for where the holes are in the educational system and what needs to be filled and how we can supplement, what's already there in the education that is already there, and find those sort of just those little niches and places where we can go in and make a difference and kind of try to inspire the next generation of historians. It's kind of has got to the point where it's quite stuffy, and there are a couple of TV series now that have really brought history out. The kids are kind of getting interested in what's happening because of the fun way that it's been put across, but it is only happening on the telly. And
to be aware of what the curriculum is, because that way we really do complement the schools, what it is that they're talking about, what it is that they're teaching. It means that we can go in and just help well round the education that they're trying to put across, because teachers just got so much information from so many different subjects, especially at the primary level, that they need to get across to kids, they need to make sure that it's understood. And sometimes there's just not the time in the day to properly delve into everything in the depth that you'd want to be able to do it. So we sort of offer that service.
Dare I say performing? Is that the right word?
Absolutely.
When you're actually performing, is it speech? Is it song? Is it a combination of the two? Is it acting or role playing, or what is it?
It depends on what we're talking about. If we're talking about the workshops run within the schools for half an hour, and the historian goes in as a set character and doesn't break from that character at all. You go in as a Viking wife, or you go in as a girl before her wedding day in Victorian times, all of this sort of stuff. And the kids can get to speak to the person from that era.
We're just putting together now some stage shows, because one of the things that's really missing in schools is a chronological order of what's happened throughout history. So although they might be learning about the Great Fire of London, or they might be learning about the
Battle of Hastings.
Yeah, whatever, certain events, and they're not actually getting the full picture of what happened when, and what was the consequence of that happening, what happened next.
Yeah.
And which is something that Ofsted have picked up on, and something that we're now looking at. Right?
So how far back are you going?
I don't think there is a point that we can limit ourselves from, because there's so many events in history that are interesting, are exciting.
You're drifting away, Natalie.
It's because I'm getting so physical with talking that I'm pushing myself backwards.
I'm just glad I'm this side of the sound desk. Believe me. What's the ideal scenario then? Is that possibly the school head comes along to you and says, right, we're doing this particular part of history. Can you tailor me something? Is that the way that you're approaching this?
I think
do you have already preconceived ideas as to what you want?
Both of those things. We do have certain things in our minds that we'd like to tailor. Either we've got set workshops at the moment that we've already designed to talk about different eras. With the stage shows, we've already got our ideas of certain points in history that we'd want to talk about or make a show out of for schools. But at the same time, both of us are quite artistic and quite creative, and if somebody approached us with an idea or an era that we haven't yet designed anything for, then it wouldn't be a problem for us.
Or if they needed more in depth of something that we're already doing, some things are, like this history of Britain, it's going to be quick and it's going to cover everything, because you're kind of assuming to a certain level that they're covering these subjects in school. They're going to go, oh yeah, okay, I've learned about the Great Fire of London, or I've learned about the Battle of Hastings, or whatever, and that, will just kind of tie it all in together, so you get the bigger, it's just seeing the bigger picture. But yeah, if somebody was to say, look, I just need a show doing about this period, then of course, we can cater to that.
Okay, well, that's great. Thanks ever so much for coming in.
Thank you.
It's been great to meet you, and I wish you every success in this venture. I say it's just a bit sad that it's not TV, because looking at these wonderful headgear that the girls are wearing.
This is just for your benefit.
I know.
It's all for you.
We just bought them for you, just to make your day that extra bit special.
What can I say? Thanks again.
Thank you.